The rain had started before sunset, thin and cold, the kind that slips quietly into your bones and reminds you how small you are against the world. Aisha pulled her worn-out shawl tighter around her shoulders as she hurried down the crowded street, her shoes soaked, her stomach empty, and her mind heavy with unpaid bills. At 19, life had already taught her that kindness was a luxury most people couldn't afford. She worked 2 small jobs, cleaning houses in the morning and washing dishes at a roadside cafe at night, yet it was never enough. That evening, her employer had scolded her for breaking a chipped cup that had probably been cracked for years. "Careless girl," he had called her, deducting the cost from her salary. She said nothing. She never did. As she turned into a quieter alley to shorten her walk home, she noticed an old man standing near a flickering streetlight. He looked confused, his expensive but drenched coat hanging heavily from his frail frame. Cars splashed past him without slowing. He held a small piece of paper in trembling hands, squinting at it as if the letters were swimming away. Aisha hesitated. She was already late. Her mother would be worried. But something about the way he looked, lost, vulnerable, completely alone, pulled her back. She approached cautiously. "Baba, are you okay?" she asked softly. The old man looked at her with tired eyes. I can't find my driver. My phone died. I don't remember which way to go." His voice carried both dignity and fear. She glanced at the paper. It had an address written on it, far across town in one of the richest neighborhoods. A place she had only seen from bus windows. "That's very far," she said gently. "You shouldn't be out here alone." He sighed. "I didn't think I'd wander so far. I just wanted some air." The rain grew heavier. Without thinking twice, Aisha removed her own shawl and draped it over his shoulders. "Come. I'll help you get home." She had only enough money for 1 bus ticket. So she spent it on him. She walked the rest of the distance beside him after guiding him onto the bus, refusing to leave him alone. Along the way, he asked her about her life. She tried to keep her answers short, embarrassed by her poverty. But he listened carefully, as though every word mattered. When they finally reached the towering gates of a massive mansion, Aisha felt out of place. Security guards rushed toward them in panic the moment they saw the old man. "Sir! We've been searching everywhere," they shouted. Aisha stepped back, startled. The guards stared at her suspiciously. Before anyone could accuse her of anything, the old man raised his hand. "She helped me," he said firmly. "Treat her with respect." The gates opened to reveal luxury beyond imagination, marble fountains, shining cars, guards everywhere. Aisha felt dizzy. Who was this man? Before she could ask, a convoy of black vehicles sped into the driveway. Men in sharp suits stepped out, their faces serious, their presence commanding. In the center stood a tall, intimidating man with cold eyes and controlled fury burning beneath them. He rushed toward the old man. "Father," he said, gripping his shoulders. "Do you have any idea what could have happened?" His voice was powerful enough to silence everyone. Aisha froze. The old man, his father? The guards whispered a name she had heard only in fearful rumors, the name of a man who controlled the city's underground world. The most feared Mafia boss in the region. Her heart pounded. She had just escorted the father of the most dangerous man in the city. The boss turned slowly toward her. His gaze was sharp, calculating. "Who are you?" he asked coldly. Her throat went dry. I just found him near the market." He seemed lost. The old man interrupted gently. "She protected me. Paid for my bus ride. Walked me home in the rain." Silence fell. The Mafia boss studied her soaked clothes, her trembling hands, the honesty in her eyes. For a long moment, no one spoke. Then he nodded slightly. You have courage, he said. And kindness. Two rare things. She expected money, maybe a reward. Instead, he said something unexpected. From today, you will work here. My father clearly trusts you. That is enough for me. Aisha's eyes widened. Sir, I didn't help him for a job. The old man smiled warmly. That is exactly why you deserve one. And just like that, the poorest girl in the alley stepped through gates that would change her destiny forever, unaware that her simple act of kindness had just entangled her life with the most powerful and dangerous family in the city. The mansion felt like another universe. Chandeliers sparkled like frozen stars, floors shone like mirrors, and silence echoed in every hallway. Aisha had never walked on carpet so soft. Yet fear followed her every step. Servants whispered about her. Guards watched her. She was the outsider, the poor girl from the slums who had somehow earned the boss's attention. But the old man, whose name was Haji Karim, treated her like family. He insisted she have proper meals, clean clothes, and rest. For the first time in years, Aisha didn't feel invisible. Meanwhile, the Mafia boss, Rayhan, remained distant. He observed her quietly. He had built his empire on distrust. Betrayal had shaped him. He believed everyone wanted something.